Musume. Wakite. Hashire, hashire, umamusume. Hashire, hashire, umamusure. Iwakete, hashire, hashire, umamusame. I can't tell you, you need to listen to this song and break it down, because there's a lot going on and it's all so good. You're gonna have to bear with me while I try and find. I need a transparent image of glasses, which you think would be readily available, but no. Wait a minute. We might have found one. The Japanese have mastered ska, by the way. Mastered it. Fuck yeah, dude. 20 streak. This is Hashire Umamusume. Hold on one second. I'm just going to throw this link into chat. It's probably not going to work. We will not be playing Umamusume probably ever, but there's a chance. I don't know. I could be convinced. I love the concept. I love the execution. Perkabeth, you too could be like Maple and show up to some fucking nerd stream. I appreciate it. I do. Especially, because you give me stuff to do it. I'm an entertaining nerd, though. It's the one thing I can look at myself in the eye and say, I'm actually pretty good at this, is an entertainer, which is why I want it to work so bad. You just dragged a PNG file, the slab, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes. Oh, God, this works. Yes! Yes! Perfect. I thought there was another Umamusume song that I really liked. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 women singing all at once. I've been listening to Gigi Murin play Skyrim all day, and she keeps saying the word skooma, and now I just can't get Skoomamusume out of my way. I really want to. I want to fade this image of the airplane to have it behind the glass. But yeah. Yeah, it's the Horse Girl show anime. Yeah. There is something about hey, fuck it. I need to somehow make these horses anime. And at some point, the person was sitting there writing it and was like, okay, well, I guess maybe I don't want to do it in our universe, which is cool. And so they were like, well, I mean, fuck it. Let's just make another universe where they're horse girls. Okay, but why are all the horse girls, why do they have the same names and attitudes and general, aura of all these horses in our world? Well, that's obvious. It's where they go when they die, or retire. So yeah, that's just what we'll do. And then they dusted their hands. They're like, cool, fucking send it. And they did, and it's great. I love that ability to, like, it's a lot like Pacific Rim, where it's like, hey, I want to make a movie about robots and fighting giant monsters, and then they just do it. There's nothing deeper than that. It's just that. And it's done so well and played so straight. What needs a bow tie? We already have a bow tie. How many more bow ties do you want? I gave you a bow tie. That's it. That's all you're getting. Hidden in the pot. There it is. All right. I'm also a sucker for a choir. Like, just, ugh, I love it. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. I've been told not to whistle on the mic, but I can't help it. I fucking, ugh. I don't know how this doesn't get you fucking pumped. There's gotta be a Skyrim mod with Umamusume. It just has to exist. And now, back to Skyrim. Blum, blum, blah-da-dum, blum, blum. Just the sharpest. Like, I've got whiplash from the energy difference. That's a little quiet. Bump you up a little bit. Yeah, all right. For the love of God. What do you mean, no pasta? Do you want me to keep playing Umamusume music while I read? I'll do it. Okay, so we read The Cake and the Diamond last time, and I need to keep writing these down. I actually got to the point where... so Gigi has been playing a character called Grug. Okay, but why can't... What the... Where the fuck did pasta go? Why? Gotta scream, baby. It should be up. It was just... I'm so dumb. I'm so unintelligent. Everyone, don't look at me. I'm simply a bowl of pasta. None of these wrinkles actually apply to conscious thought. Fucking OBS making me look dumb and shit. Okay, so... Yeah, we're the Skybrarian today. We need glasses to read by. I literally, like, before the audience's eyes at the beginning of this stream, found those on Google and threw them on my face. Hashire, hashire, umamusume, on, hashire, hashire, umamusume. All right, so we have read the entirety of the songs of the Return. We have read Thief, Beggar, and now we just need to read Beggar Prince and Warrior. And then we've read There Be Dragons. Or did we? No, we haven't checked that off yet. Did we? I don't know. Okay. And then cake and the diamond is checked off our list. All right. So that's done. All right, I'm taking orders now for...
Well,
holy shit.
I'm the owner and proprietor.
We gotta read all these. We ain't leaving this in for a fucking while, y'all. Actually, don't here. I'm gonna leave the ones that I haven't read on the shelf and the ones that I have read on the table. Fuck in there. Alright, so let's see what we have in terms of our selection. So, we have the Great War. We have the Life of Uriel Septim the Seventh. Vernicus and Bowerlore. I just need to have my laptop open for this. Oh, I think so. So here's the thing. I actually screenshot Joe Hill's glasses today, and I'm going to try and draw them. So that the next time I have this, I have Joe Hill's glasses, because those glasses are fucking styling. All right, so sorry. Okay, so yeah, the Great War, Life of Uriel Septim, Vernicus and Borlore, the real Baronzaya, yes, the real Baronzaya, all you other Baronzayas, Gods and Worship, the First Hold Revolt, and the Third Era Timeline. What do y'all think? Go ahead and pick one. I'm going to see what there is to seal around here.
If you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim, you're in the right place.
How's the volume, by the way?
If you're looking to purchase any mead, speak to the owner,
here.
Sabior.
Yeah, I'm also trying to figure out, I think we should sample the finest mead in Skyrim. Well, okay, so here's the cool thing, is that we're actually in the right place for that. You vote for the one with Borlore? All right. You just here for the mead? All right, fine. We'll get some mead, settle down. Okay, we got 1 mead, 2 mead. Anybody else want a mead while I go to the bar?
Take a look.
Agree with Perkabeth. Okay, volume's fine. That's good. Oh, yo. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna get some baked potato wedges for the table. And then I guess we get mead from this guy over here, which is kind of weird.
You need something to do, or you just enjoy it? If you want...
I want mead, you dickhead.
Hunting Brew uses only... We made... Take a look.
Am I missing something? Jug of milk. Salt pile. Guys, do you not... Like, is it free?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Ha... There's no fucking way. How do I buy...
I'm all ears.
Blackbriar mead is just fine. If you
It was in the
decide to
list?
wash the
Did I miss
mead
it?
Something. Take a look.
Oh, shit, there it is. I was about to be like, "Buh." All right, so that's 1, 2... 1 for me. Anyone else want to... What? Well, I'm at the bar now. If you want it, say it now. You know what? Fuck it, I'll just buy 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me crack these open for y'all. All right. So I don't know how much of a thief I want to be in this. I did just spend 1,250 gold and didn't get so much as a fucking thank you, so maybe. Yeah, meat and potatoes. All right. You say JK, I ain't playing. I'm getting my fucking scratch back. Kick in the door, waving that 4-4. I shall read from the book of Biggie, and so it goes. I've got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. Shit never ends. Can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and the 357 bitches. Biggie Smalls, the millionaire, the mansion, the yacht, the 2 week shots, the 2 hot spots. The 2 weak spots, the 2 hot shots. That's how I got the weed spread. Shot Dread in the head, took the bread to lamb spread. And now begins a reading of Vernicus and Borlore by Tavi Dromio. Howlgood walked into the king's ham that lordous evening, his face clouded with sadness. While he ordered a mug of grief, his mates Graz and Jumara joined him with a moderately sincere concern. But his friends kind of sound like they're a bunch of bastards. What's wrong with you, Howlgood? Said Jumara. Mata. You're later than usual, and there's a certain air of tragedy you've dragged in with you. Have you lost your money? Or a nearest and dearest? I haven't lost any money. But I just received word from my nephew that my cousin Eliog died. Perfectly naturally, he says, just old age. Eliog was 10 years younger than me. Oh, it's terrible. But it goes to show that it's important to savor all life possibilities. Because you never know when your time is coming, said Graz. Can y'all hear me? Did I lose you all? Oh, how fucking long? Okay, good. Sorry, I read Audible's thing. Okay, cool. Said Garage, who had been sitting at the same stool at the Smoky Corner Club from the last several hours. He was not one cursed with self-awareness. Life is short, all right, agreed Giamora. But if you'll pardon a sentimental thought, a few of us are aware of the influence we'll have after our... But if you'll pardon a sentimental thought, a few of us are aware of the influence we'll have after our deaths. Perhaps there's a comfort there. For example, have I told you about the story of Vernicus and Borlore? I don't believe so, said Hallgood. Vernicus? Wait, Vernicus was a Daedra, said Giamora, throwing a few dribbles on Flynn on the hearth to cast the proper mood. Sorry, I'm getting warmed up right now. Oh, my coughing fit? No, I was just clearing my throat. Relax. It's a perfectly normal way to clear your throat. Chad, they're throwing off my fucking groove.
Don't throw off his groove!
Where the groove? God, that movie rocks. Okay.
So good.
We're reading Vernicus and Borlore. Bowerlore. Okay, so it looks like this is... I'm so confused. Who's reading here? There's no quote. Fuck it. Vernicus was a Daedra, said Giamora, throwing a few dribbles on Flynn on the hearth to cast the proper mood. And through our tale took many, many years ago. It would be fair to say that Vernicus still is one. For what, after all, is time to the immortal Daedra? Actually, Garaz interrupted, I understand that the notion of immortality. I am trying to offer a friend an inspirational tale in his hour of need. Giamora growled. I don't have all bloody night to tell you it, if you don't mind. Yeah, Urban, I have no fucking idea. So we're just gonna roll with it. You wouldn't have heard of Vernicus, said Giamora, abandoning the theme of immortality for the time being. For even at the height of his power and fame, he was considered by the admittedly high standards of the day. Of course, this lack of respect infuriated him, and his reaction was typical of a lesser Daedra. He went on a murderous rampage. Soon word spread through all the villages. Who's among us? Soon the word spread through all the villages in the Colovian West of the unholy terror. Whole families been butchered, castles destroyed, orchards and fields torched and cursed so nothing would ever grow there again, yada yada. To make things even worse for the villagers, Vernicus began getting visitations from an old rival of his, from Oblivion. She was a Daedra, seducer, name of Horavatha, and she delighted in taunting him to see how angry she could make him become. You flooded a village. That's supposed to be... Go.
No, you were doing such a great voice.
Oh, it's my sexy, breathy phone voice. You flooded a village, and that's supposed to be impressive. She would sneer. Try collapsing a continent. Maybe you'll get a little attention. Vernicus could become pretty angry. He didn't come very close to collapsing the continent of Tamriel, but it wasn't for lack of trying. A hero needed to face the Mad Daedra, and fortunately one was available. His name was Borlor, and it was said that he had been blessed by the gods, Kiranath. That was the only explanation for his inhuman accuracy with his bow and arrow, for he never missed a target. As a child, he had driven his marksmanship tutors wild with frustration. They would tell him how to plant his feet, knock a bolt, the proper grip for the cord, the best method for release. He ignored all the rules, and somehow, every time, the arrow would catch a breath of wind and sail directly to his target. It did not matter if the quarry was moving or still, or at very close range or miles away. Whatever he wanted to strike with his arrow would be struck. Borlor answered the call when one of the villager mayors begged him for help. Unfortunately, he was not as great a horseman, an horseman, as he was an archer. As he rode through the forest, I leveled up. I leveled up. Fuck it. As he rode through the forest,
reading,
I guess, through the forest toward the mayor's town, a place called Evansocken, Vernicus was already murdering everyone there. Horavasa watched and stifled back a yawn. Murdering a small-town mayor isn't going to put you in famous company, you know. What you need is a great champion to defeat, someone like Iskramor or Pelinal Whitestrike or... She glanced at the figure emerging from the forest. You know who it is? That fellow. Joe, you want to take this one?
Who's he?
Growled Vernicus between bites of the mayor's quivering body. The greatest archer in Tamriel. He's never missed. Borlor had his bow strung and was pointing it at the Daedra. For a moment, Vernicus felt like laughing. The fellow was not even aiming straight, but he had a well-owned sense of self-preservation. There was something about the man's look of confidence that convinced the Daedra that Horavatha wasn't lying. As the bolt left the bow, Vernicus vanished in a sheet of flame. The arrow impaled a tree, and Borlor stood and stared. He had missed a target. In Oblivion, Vernicus raged. Fleeing before a mortal man like that? Not even the basest scamp would have been so craven. He had exposed himself for the weak, cowardly, piss-filled, watered-down, Budweiser creature he was. As he considered what steps to take to salvage the situation, he found himself face to knee with the most fearsome Daedra prince, Molag Bal. You want to take this one?
I never thought anything much of you, Vericus, the giant boomed. But you have more than proven your worth. You have shown the creatures of Mundus that the Daedra are more powerful than the blessings of the gods.
The other denizens of Oblivion quickly agreed, as they always did.
That's right. Yep.
Yep, right, yeah. With the view of Malagbo. The Daedra are, after all, always sensitive about their various defeats at the hand of mortal champions. Vernicus was proclaimed the elusive beast, the unpursuable one, he who could not be touched. That's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
That is such a fucking burn. Oh my god. Like, oh no, you can't find him. He's nowhere to be found. He's hiding. Oh my god, that's so good. The Bane of Kiranath. Shrines devoted to him began to be built in remote corners of Morrowind and Skyrim. Borlor, meanwhile, now found flawed, was never again called to rescue a village. He was so heartbroken over his failure to strike his target that he became a hermit, and never restrung his bow again. Some months later he died, unmourned and remembered. Is this really the tale you thought would endure me? Asked Halgud incredulously. I've heard the King of Worms tell more inspirational tales. Wait, smiled Giamara. I'm not finished yet. For a year's time, Vernicus was content to watch his legend grow and his fledgling worship spread from his home in Oblivion. He was, in addition to being cowardly and inclined toward murderous rages, also a very lazy creature. His worshippers told tales of their master avoiding the bolts of 1,000 archers, of moving through oceans without getting wet, and other feats of avoidance that he would rather not have to demonstrate in person. The real story is his ignominious retreat from Borlor was thankfully forgotten. The bad news, when it came, was delivered to him with relish by Horavatha. He had delighted in her jealousy at his growing reputation. So it was with a cruel smile she told him, "Your shrines are being assaulted." Shall you say who dares?
Who dares?
He roared. Everyone who passes them in the wilderness feels the need to throw a stone, Horavatha purred. You can hardly blame them after all. They represent he who cannot be touched. How could anyone be expected to resist such a target? Vernicus peered through the veil into the world of Mundus and saw that it was true. One of his shrines in the Colovian West Country was surrounded by a large platoon of mercenary soldiers who delighted in pelting it with rocks. His worshippers huddled inside, praying for a miracle. In an instant he appears before the mercenaries, and his rage was terrifying to behold. They fled into the woods before he even had a chance to murder one of them. His worshippers threw open the doors to the shrine and dropped to their knees in joy and fear. His anger melted. Then a stone struck him. Then another. He turned to face his assailant, but the air was suddenly filled with rocks. Vernicus could not see them, but he heard mercenaries in the woods laugh.
He's not even trying to move out of the way.
Why is that he trying to fucking move? Look at this fucking guy! He can't even touch shit, he can't touch a rock! It's impossible not to hit him! You fought another. It's impossible.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
With a raw humiliation, the Daedra bounded into the shrine, chased by the onslaught. One of the stones knocked the door closed behind him, striking him in the back. His face broke, anger and embarrassment disappearing, replaced by pain. He turned shaking to his worshippers, who huddled in the shadows of the shrine, their faith shattered.
Where did you get the wood to build this shrine?
Vernicus groaned. Mostly from a copse of trees near the village of Evansakin, said his high priest shrugged. Vernicus nodded. He dropped forward, revealing the deep wound in his back. A rusted arrow barreled in a whorl in the wood of the door had jolted loose in the assault and impaled him. The arrow didn't miss! Holy shit! Yep. The Daedra vanished in a whirlwind of dust. The shrines were abandoned shortly thereafter. Though Vernicus did have a brief resurgence as the patron saint of limitations and impetus. Fuck! Holy shit. Before fading from memory altogether. The legend of Baolo himself never became very well known either, but there are still some who tell the tale, like myself. And we have the advantage of knowing that the great archer himself didn't know on his deathbed his final arrow found the target after all. Fucking dunk! Just like, and not just like dunked on him. Did that thing where you go in for a slam dunk and the person who's trying to block the ball just gets a face full of your junk? That's the dunk that we just witnessed. Holy fucking shit. God, that's awesome. So that's one of the reasons why I'm reading this book. There's two reasons why I'm reading this book primarily. One is because I've been watching a lot of Gigi Murin play Skyrim. The other is not Joseph Gordon-Levitt, not Brian David Gilbert. Brian David Gilbert read all of these books and then ranked them in order to see if they were worth it. We're gonna read all of them just because it's good content, I suppose, and you all seem to like it. But yeah, okay, so that was Vernicus and Bolor. Write that down. Vernicus and oh, fucking great. Fucking great book. Alright. Alright, so Third Era Timeline, The First Hold Revolt, The Real Baron Zaya, Gods in Worship, or The Life of Uriel Septim. I am not gonna finish this glowing mushroom. Does anybody else wanna?
Nom, nom.
I'll give it a patron saint of impotence out of 10. Nice. You'll take it? All right. Resist shock discovered from glowing mushroom. Well, cool. Well, tase yourself. Yeah, okay, so Great War, Uriel Septim, Real Baron Zaya, Gods in Worship, First Revolt, or the Third Era Timeline. If we can't decide, I can just roll dice on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool, it's D6.
Yep.
Top to bottom. 1, 2, 3. Real Baron Zaya! Come on down. Let me write this down. I got these, the multi-pens. Maple, we'll do Gods in Worship next. I got these, like, multicolored pens that I didn't think I would use all that much, but I absolutely am. Oh, no. Oh, no. The glasses are so fucked.
They're fine. It's fine. It's totally normal.
Vernicus and Bulor. Real Baron Zaya. So I have a limited pool of voices to do for these books. So please, when you start hearing them loop, forgive me. I don't know if I can anchor them to the bow tie.
Well, then they'd spin whenever someone.
But
did bow tie.
that sounds awesome though.
That would be very funny.
You know what? We're just gonna click. There we go. Actually, Chuck, could you do me a favor? So I don't have my phone, and I need to look up the list. Audible, I can't stop the stream. Fuck. All right, fine. Hold on. Let's have. All right. Well, okay. Here's the deal. If you want me to fix this, then I'm not going to hide the VTuber. We're just going to have Al Pacino stand in for me. You don't have to do it now. Just bring the glasses back again. Okay, fine. For next time. She's got a great ass. Thank you, Pacino. I appreciate you. Goodbye, Pacino. Yeah, I need to know if there are more books, but actually, here I can just Google it. Here's a list of books in alphabetical order, and this is The Real Baron Zaya. Oh, it is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 5 volumes. We have volume 4. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to read these in order. So we're going to take this book with us as soon as we probably kill everyone in this inn. And take it. Because I did just spend...
It might be a freebie. It's not a stealie.
Oh, yeah. It says steal.
Oh.
Well, actually, hold on.
Yeah, it does. Yoink. Yoink it. No one's looking. Go.
I did.
Okay.
So my money
I
back.
trust you aren't considering any thievery.
Nah, man.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I'm not doing shit, man. I didn't do nothing. Shh, where's my money, you motherfucker? Oh, where's my money, you piece of shit? You did not just take 1,250 gold from me. Bastard. All right. Okay, so that's the Real Barons RF4, so we will come back to that when we have it. Okay, so the next one is Gods and Worship. Great War, Gods and Worship. Yoop. La 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 la. All right. Here's an overview of Gods and Worship in Tamriel by Brother Hetchfield. Now, Brother Hetchfield is actually my cousin. I call him Cousin Hetchfield, but don't worry about it. Editor's note. Brother Hetchfield is an associate scribe at the Imperial University, and he will never shut the fuck up about it. Office of Introductory Studies. Gods are commonly judged upon the evidence of their interest in worldly matters. A central belief in the activities, Jesus Christ, it's hard to do this with this accent. The active participation of deities in mundane matters can be challenged by the reference to apparent apathy and indifference on the part of the gods during the time of the plagues or famine. From intervention in legendary quests to manifestations in common daily life, no pattern for the gods of Tamriel activities is readily perceived. The concerns of gods in many ways may seem unrelated, or at best unconcerned with the daily trials of the mortal realm. The exceptions do exist, however. I leveled up again. Oh no, it's available. Never mind. Many historical records and legends point to the direct intervention of one or more gods at times of great need. Many heroic tales recount blessings of the divinity bestowed upon the heroic figures who worked or quested for the good of a deity or the deity's temple. Some of the more powerful artifacts in the known world were originally bestowed upon their owners through such reward. It has been reported that priests of high ranking in their temples may on occasion call upon a deity for their blessings or help in time of need. The exact nature of such contact and the blessings bestowed is given to much speculation, as the temples hold such associations secret and holy. This direct contact gives weight to the belief that the gods are aware of the mortal realm. In many circumstances, however, these same gods will do nothing in the face of suffering and death, seeming to feel no need to interfere. It is thus possible to conclude that we, as mortals, may not be capable of understanding more than a small fraction of the reasoning and logic behind logic such beings use. One defining characteristic of all goddess and goddesses is their interest in worship and deeds. Deeds in the form of holy quests are just one of the many things that bring the attention of a deity. Deeds in everyday life by conforming to the statutes and obligations of individual temples are commonly supposed to please a deity. Performance of a ceremony in a temple may also bring the deity's attention. Ceremonies vary according to the individual deity. The results are not always apparent, but sacrifice and offerings are usually required to have any hope of gaining a deity's attention. While direct intervention in daily temple life has been recorded, the exact nature of the presence of a god in daily mundane life is a subject of controversy. Controversy. A traditional saying of the Wood Elves is that one man's miracle is another man's accident. While some gods are believed to take an active part of daily life, others are well known in their lack of interest in temporal affairs. It has been theorized that the gods do, in fact, gain strength from such things as worship through praise, sacrifice, and deed. It may even be theorized that the number of worshippers a given deity has may reflect on his overall position among the gods. This, my own conjecture, garnered from the apparent ability of the larger temples to attain blessings and assistance from their god, with greater ease than smaller religious institutions. There are reports of the existence of spirits in our world that have the same capacity to use the actions and deeds of mortals to strengthen themselves as do the gods. The understanding of the exact nature of such creatures would allow us to understand with more clarity the connection between a deity and the deity's worshippers. The implications of the existence of such spirits lead to the speculation that these spirits may even be capable of raising themselves to the level of god or goddess. Motusuo of the Imperial Seminary, that prick, has suggested that these spirits may be the remains of gods and goddesses who through time lost all or most of their following, reverting back to the earliest, most basic form. Practitioners of the old ways say that there are no gods, just greater and lesser spirits. Perhaps it is possible for all three theories to be true. That was boring. That was boring. Okay, Great War. First hold, third era timeline. All right, I want to read something interesting. So the first revolt, the first hold revolt, or the Great War. That's Mr. that fucking prick to you, Pasta. I don't answer to you. You're not my boss. I'm just gonna. I mean, if you're not gonna be in the fucking room, then.
Get out of here.
Shit. What'd I do?
This is the last time I'll say it. Get out.
No, I'm reading books, man.
Guards, trespasser.
What?
That's close enough.
Pasta.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, we got problems. I'm getting shivved here. What'd I do?
You stole everything.
I didn't do shit. You didn't see that.
Well, I guess
Double
you used
blade.
incredible skills of deduction to figure out that it was you.
All right, well, folks, time to speed run this one, and I'm just gonna grab all these books. We'll find a nice, calm place to read these. I sure hope those other books don't burn. That's not usually my jam. We are gonna check the rest of the place for the books, though, because we need them.
All right, it's after hours, so you're not supposed to be in here at all. The place is closed.
Should I just load?
Trespassing.
Should I just load it? I don't want to do that.
Probably. But bounce.
Burn the mead, which doesn't have a high alcohol point, so I can't really use it to burn things. But aha! Burn. Salmon steak, yeah, salmon steak. I'm just gonna use this time to see if there's any bosses here. Okay, the Wabberjack. The Wabberjack is up there, so we need that.
Scared him off.
I'm sorry, you must have scared me off after you bend me over a fucking table. All right. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm gonna pick this book.
He didn't like that you called the previous story boring.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should pick some more interesting fucking books. So that was a college lecture. That wasn't a, like, entertaining tale that you read at a bar.
Yeah, I've just spilled tea down myself.
Huh?
I'm just spilling tea on myself. Don't worry about it.
Well done. I'm drinking tea as well.
Yeah, cheers. Pinky's out.
Pinky's out, indeed. As I drink from my 32-ounce Yeti cup full of tea.
Yeah, I've got a big, like, double-walled ceramic lidded.
What about the title of this book makes you think this book will be a college lecture? Imagine trying to read all the books in a magical fantasy setting and finding out that some of them are boring nonfiction. Listen, I've known this to be true, and I've still set off. Listen, I'm the one reading all the fucking books here, all right? And I said all the books. We're getting to hit all fucking 400 plus books. Now it's too hot in here, and I have to take off my jacket. Actually, I should probably go turn the stove off. I'll be right back. Entertain them.
Maple says that it's the author that gave it away. Only academics would specifically mention their title in their author line. That is true.
True.
By Legate Justianus Quintius.
Justianus.
Justianus. Old Dustianus.
Sorry, I got a banana.
Yum.
How fucking long is this? 1, 2, 4. Holy fucking shit. There's
Jesus
so
Christ.
much. Ugh. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna steal this one. Yoink. And then we're gonna read this one. No matter how long it is, we're gonna read it. And then I'm gonna go fight a dragon or something, and I'm gonna read the long one after that. It's actually pronounced in their language. It's Justianus Quiznos. The title did say it was concise. The First Hold Revolt by Mavius. Fuck you in that last name. Kai? Sai? Sia?
I think you just get to decide. Pronounced luxury yacht with a silent Q.
Okay. You told me that if her brother won, she would be the sister to the king of Wayrest. And Raymond would want to keep her for the alliance. But her brother Helseth lost and has fled with his mother back to Morrowind. And still Raman has not left her to marry me. Lady Galean took a long, slow drag of the hookah. Oh, fuck, now I want a hookah. God damn it. And blew out the dragon's breath. The scent of blossoms perfumed her gilded chamber.
Hell yeah, blaze it.
You don't smoke weed in a fucking hookah. You troglodyte.
Dude, the number of things that people think are drugs that are actually tobacco.
Yeah. Guys, we have more than one brain cell. You just have to go stand up and get it.
No. Never.
Fuck. I got up to the bar like twice, stole half the bar. I then got up, got a banana. I could have grabbed the brain cells at any time. None of you fucking asked. Don't act like you're like some starved audience with no brain cells. I provided them. Go get them yourself. You gotta fucking do everything. You make a very poor advisor, Kale. I might have spent my time romancing the King of Cloudrest, or Eleanor instead of the wretched royal husband of Queen Morgare. Kyle knew better than to hurt his lady's vanity by the mere suggestion that the king of First Hold might have come to love his Dunmer queen instead of her. Instead, he gave her a few minutes to pause and look from her balcony out over the cliff palaces of the ancient capital. The moon shone like crystal on the deep sapphire waters of the Abyssinian Sea. Abakian. Abe Sean C. I'm not wrong.
Ostriches.
It was ever springtide here, and he could well understand why she would prefer a throne in his land, in this land, than in Cloudrest or Alinor. Finally, he spoke. The people are with you, milady. They do not relish in the idea of Ramon's dark elf.
Jesus, Cletus, how'd you get in here?
Stop leaving the door open. Ramon's dark elf heirs ruling the kingdom when he is gone. I wonder, she said calmly. I wonder if, as the king would not give up his queen for the want of alliances, whether she would give herself up out of fear. Of all the people of First Hold, who most dislikes the Dunmer influence on the court? Is this a trick question, my lady? Asked Kale. The Trebite monks, of course, their credo has ever been for pure Altmer bloodlines on the Somerset, and among the royal families most of all. But, my lady, they make very weak allies. I know, said Gianna, Gigi, Guyalene. I'm trying to think of a better name. Guyalene.
Right.
Taking up
Jolene.
her hookah again.
We'll just call her Jolene.
Jolene, yeah. Who is literally trying to take someone's man. This is perfect.
Yep.
Taking up her hookah again, thoughtfully, a smile creeping across her face. has seen to it that they have no power. She would have exterminated them altogether had Raman not stopped her for all the good they do for the country folk. What if they found themselves with a very powerful benefactress? One with intimate knowledge of the court of First Hold, the chief concubine of the king, and all the gold to buy weapons, with that her father, the king of Skywatch, could supply. Well armed, and with the support of the country people, they would be formidable, nodded Kale. But as your advisor, I must warn you, if you make yourself an active foe of Cora, you must play to win. She has inherited much of her mother, Queen Baronzai's intelligence and spirit of vengeance. She will not know I am her foe until it is too late. Shrugged Jolene. Go to the Trebite Monastery and bring me Friar Lilim. We must strategize our plan of attack. For 2 weeks, Ramon was advised about growing resentment in the countryside from peasants who called Morach the Black Queen. That title belongs to Beyonce. But it was nothing that he had not heard before. His attention was on the pirates on a small island. Actually, sorry, I'm going to go back. That title belongs to Missy Elliott. I like Beyonce, and like I get it, but I'm just also a huge fan of Beyonce. Or not Beyonce, Missy Elliott. His attention was on the pirates on a small island off the coast of Callias La. They had been more brazen as late, attacking royal barges in organized raids to deliver a crushing blow. He ordered the greatest part of his militia to invade the island, an incursion he himself would lead. A few days after Ramon left the capital, the revolt of the Trebite monks exploded. The attacks were well coordinated without warning. The chief of the guards did not wait to be announced, bursting into bedchambers ahead of a flurry of maidservants. "My queen," he said, "it's a revolution."
Wait, what?
By contrast, Was that too high-pitched?
Yeah, you cut out completely.
Oh god, I did my highest pitch voice. "My queen," he said, "it is a revolution." By contrast, Jolene was not asleep when Cale came to deliver the news. She was seated by the window, smoking her hookah, looking at the fires far off in the hills. "Morach is with council," he explained, "and I am certain they are telling her that the Trebite monks are behind the uprising, and that the revolution will be at the city gates by morning." "How large is the revolutionary army in contrast to the remaining royal militia?" asked Jolene. "The odds are well in our favor," said Cale, though not perhaps as much as we had hoped. The country folk, it seems, like to complain about their queen, but stop short of an insurrection. Primarily, the army is composed of the monks themselves and a horde of mercenaries your father's gold bought. In a way of thinking, it's preferable this way, right? They're more professional and organized than the common mob, really. They are a true army, complete with a horn section. "If that doesn't frighten the Black Queen into abdication, nothing will," smiled Jolene, rising from her chair. "The poor dear must be beside herself with worry. I must fly to her side and enjoy it." Jolene was disappointed when she saw Morach come out of the council chambers, considering that she had been woken from a deep sleep with cries of revolution and had spent the last several hours in consultation with her meager general force. She looked beautiful. There was a sparkle of proud defiance in her bright red eyes. "My queen," Jolene cried, forcing real tears. "I came as soon as I heard. Will we all be slaughtered?" Jay, you want to take this one? You want to take a
distinct possibility.
Replied Morach simply. Jolene tried to read her, but the expression of women, especially alien women, were far greater challenge than those of Ultima men. "I hate myself for even thinking to propose this," said Jolene, "but since the cause of their fury is you, perhaps if you were to give up the throne, they might disperse. Please understand, my queen, I am only thinking of the good of your kingdom and our lives." That is, you are showing your hand so fast here, Jolene. Like, hey, they're really mad at you specifically. Maybe you should step down. Sorry, I took off my hoodie way too early. It's your line anyways.
I understand the spirit of your suggestion.
Smiled more.
And I will take it under advisement. Believe me, I've thought of it myself, but I don't think it will come to that.
"Have you a plan for defending us?" asked Jolene, contorting her features to an expression she knew bespoke girlish hope.
The king has left us several dozen of his royal battle mages,
said Morach.
I think the mob believes... Oh, hang on. believes we have nothing but palace guards and a few soldiers to protect us. When they get to the gates and are greeted with a wave of fireballs, I find it highly likely they will lose heart and retreat.
But isn't there some protection they could be using against such an assault? Asked Jolene in her best worried voice.
If they knew about it, naturally there is, but an unruly mob is unlikely to have mages skilled in the art of restoration, by which they could shield themselves from the spells, or mysticism by which they could reflect the spells back on my battle mages. That would be... Page turn. Stream delay.
Oh shit. God damn it. Why didn't you say so?
That would be the worst scenario, but even if they were well organized enough to have mystics in their ranks...
Nope, you don't get to read the rest. Fuck you. Sorry. 1 second.
What?
1 second.
Now!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
More...
Also, I shared my screen. You can read it live.
Yep.
Yep. What page were we on? I hate myself for thinking to propose this, but since you caused fury, blah blah blah, have you planned on defending us? Such assault.
Battle mages.
That would be... Okay, top of the page.
Right, yep. That would be the worst scenario, but even if they are well organized enough to have mystics in their ranks, and enough of them to reflect so many spells, it just isn't done. No battlefield commander would advise such a defense during a siege unless he knew precisely what he was going to meet, and then of course, once the trap had sprung...
Winked.
It is too late for a countering spell.
A most cunning solution, Your Highness, said Jolene, honestly impressed. Excused herself to meet with her battle mages, and Jolene gave her an embrace. Kale was waiting in the palace garden for his lady. Are the mystics among the... Oh, sorry. Are the mystics among the mercenaries? She asked quickly. Several, in fact, replied Kale, bewildered by her query. Largely rejects from the Sijic order, but they know enough to cast the regular spells of the school. You must sneak out of the city gates and tell Freya Lilim to have them cast reflection spells on all the front line before they attack, said Jolene. That's... Fuck me. Lady, listen, that's most irregular battlefield strategy, frowned Kale. I know it is, fool. I'm going to take that one again. I know it is, fool. That's what Barar is counting on. There's a gang of battle mages who are going to be waiting on the battlements to greet our army with a barrage of fireballs. Battle mages? I would have thought that King Raman would have brought them with him to fight the pirates. You would have thought that, laughed Jolene. But then we would be defeated. Now go. Freya Lilim agreed with Kale that it was a bizarre, unheard-of way to begin a battle, casting reflection spells on all one's troops. It went against every tradition, and as a Trebite monk, he valued tradition above every other virtue. There was little other choice, though. Given the intelligence, he had enough healers in the army, as it were, and their energies could not be wasted casting resistance spells. At dawn's light, the rebel army was in sight of the gleaming spires of Firsthold. Freya Lilim gathered together every soldier he knew, even the rudimentary secrets of mysticism, who knew how to tap into the elementary conundrums and knots of the energies of Magicka. Though few were masters of the art, their combined force was powerful to behold. A great surge of entangling power washed over the army, crackling, hissing, and infusing all with their ghostly force. When they arrived at the gates, every soldier, even the least imaginative, knew that no spell would touch him for a long time. Freya Lilim watched his army battered into the gate with the great satisfaction of a commander who has counteracted an unthinkable attack with an outrageous defense. The smile quickly faded from his face. They were met at the battlements, not by mages, but by common archers of the palace guard. As the flaming arrows fell upon the sieges, like a red rain, the healers ran in to help the wounded, their healing spells reflected off the dying men. One after the other, chaos ruled as the attackers suddenly found themselves defenseless and began a panicked, unorganized retreat. Friar Lilin himself considered briefly holding his ground before fleeing himself. Later, he would send furious notes to Lady Jolene and Kale, but they were returned. Even his best secret agents within the palace were unable to find their whereabouts. Neither had, as it turns out, much experience with torture, and soon they confessed their treachery to the king's satisfaction. Kale was executed, and Jolene was sent back with an escort to her father's court of Skywatch. He is still to find a husband for her. Ramon, by contrast, has elected not to take a new royal concubine. The common folk of Firsthold consider this a break in palace protocol to be more of the sinister alien influence of the Black Queen, and grumble to all who will listen. Damn, you got played. Cool.
Nice.
Alright, I guess I should fucking leave before they get all huffy. But I can't leave without these books, so... So we got those. Let's... level. Alright, I think stealth is going to be kind of our focus for right now. Oh, Perkabeth, that's... I'm literally putting stuff into sneak so I can do that. Shit. Go back. Forward. Do I not? I'm confused. Oh, I have to sleep. Fuck. I forgot to turn off survival mode. God damn it. Hey, y'all got a bed I can borrow? Hey.
Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out
Alright.
of here!
Bye. Dickheads. Alright, we'll have to come back. Where to sleep? Where to sleep? The air is chilly here. Yeah, I did not, in fact, turn off survival mode when I was supposed to, so we're gonna deal with that. Alright, we'll come back to this meadery later, but... God, what a pretty skybox. Man, this game makes me want to go camping so bad. Yeah, get him.
Oh well, must have run off.
Pelagia Farms. Pelagia sounds definitely like disease that you catch from
Well, that's
eating
taken
crops.
care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers.
You fucking killed it before I had a chance to get to it.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors.
Never heard of
They're
Companions?
brothers and
Shut the
sisters
fuck
in
up.
honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
No books. Sounds like a waste of time.
Well, nobody asked you. If you think you're better than we are, go talk to Codlac Whitemane. See what a warrior of true metal is like.
Okay. Cool. You did a 3 against 1. You must be so fucking proud of yourselves. Chicken. Fuck, I gotta go into the city to sleep. God damn it. Because then somebody's gonna want to talk to me while I go in the city and go to the inn and blah, blah, blah. I just want to sleep. Haunts. Whiterun Stables.
Do a heal, it's good restoration practice.
forgot how to do a heal. 1 second.
2, I think you quick bound it.
Yeah. I love the MCR eyeshadow on Malleus. So there is a company called Malleus Martialis. It's an Italian company that makes swords that I really like. And if anyone ever wants to get me a really nice gift, like a really, really nice gift, like I'm talking like a $300 to $400 to $500 to $600, $700, $800, maybe $900 gift.
City's closed with the dragons about.
I-
Official business only.
Fucking... Bro.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, Malleus Martialis sells some really dope stuff, including Montante sparring sword that I want so bad.
We'll pay whatever it takes.
Actually, there's a $2,000 sword there that I
For the
won.
Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order.
Adriana
on my
Avenici.
own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride?
It'll laugh.
and
Okay,
ask
fuck this.
Yorland Great
In?
I'd sooner bend my
In?
knee to Ulfric's Stormclaw.
In? In? In?
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
No, this isn't an inn. I just want to sleep. Joe, where's the inn?
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here.
Nope.
We'll be ready.
Everything
Nope.
all right?
Bannered
That
Mayor.
one.
Welcome. Oh, did you need something?
Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, fuck, this is like Walmart greeter level of intensity. I don't need this. Can we help you? Can we help you, please? Please, please, please let us help you.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show
Later,
you to your
girl.
room, right this way.
Oh, okay.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Our youth, today's come and gone.
I'm gonna need that to shut off while I sleep.
Is just about
Let me know if
Oh God, there's no door up here. Does he play all night?
drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own.
What if you want to like bang a partner up here? What the shit?
Take back our home.
All right, fine. Fuck this. Let's sleep. 9 hours.
This is the countryside. If you want to bang someone in private, you go outdoors or find a barn or something.
True.
The inn is just for sleeping and drinking.
Increase magicka, sneak. Can I not increase this?
What? What?
God, this is so not optimized for PC use. Okay, I guess we're doing fucking destruction magic. Yeah.
Fireball!
it's-
Fireball! Lightning bolt!
It's like a white noise machine. No one can hear anything while that guy is singing. Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Killer
say here.
of
Yes, Mom?
kings on the day
We're
of
running
your
low
death.
on the black.
You're gonna know it was you. You're the last guest in here.
Run, fetch some more.
I'll be long gone by then. I intend to kill this entire city anyways when I get to a high enough level. It's okay.
Okay.
All our lives.
Besides, okay, so here's the lore behind Fishbowl Two-Step. Fishbowl Two-Step was a library
This land is ours.
that was made
If work
flesh
begins,
by
how about
a
showing up
wizard.
some wood for the fires?
Cool.
All right. And so they need to collect all of the books. All right. Fall from Glory by Nilithis Ladari. Nithilis Ladari. And so we begin. The Thieves Guild of Skyrim... Actually, you know what? Let me try this one. The Thieves Guild of Skyrim is something of an enigma. Within the last few decades, their order has gone from one of the largest, most influential criminal organizations in all of Tamriel to a small group of stragglers barely able to wreak havoc in their home city of Riften. I think we've read this one already.
We have read this one already.
Never mind. Goodbye. I guess I didn't write that down. Fall from glory. Scratched off. Okay, that's gone. Any other books? Yoink. Nope. Wait. Was that a roll of paper with like a note on it, or is it just a roll of paper? Just a roll of
Just
paper.
a roll of paper. Blank.
Yeah, cranking up stealth is going to be the way to go for this. Girl's great dress. Don't do that. I think I was just caught stealing. Can you get caught just by looking?
I don't think that's a crime.
Okay.
If you look but don't steal.
You have raw beef next to cheese on a table. Like, okay, you know what? Never mind.
Security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Terrible.
I'm warning you. Back off.
I just wanted to read it. All right. Find clothes. Find clothes. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da da ba ba da da ba. Ra da na 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 na. I was going to put a sword and shield in my hand, but that turns out to be considerably more difficult. Like, I'd have to go into my model itself and do it that way, which I will eventually, but... Fine clothes, gloves... Man, if I check every fucking dresser and... Oh, fuck... Firmament. I mean, I guess we can just do that. That's fine. Books, gods and worship, the firmament. The Firmament by Fafalki. Falke.
Falco.
Falco. Thank you. The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. 3 of them are major constellations, known as the Guardians. These are the Warrior, the Mage, and the Thief. Each of the Guardian protects 3 charges from the 13th constellation. The Serpent. When the sun rises near one of the constellation, it is that constellation's season. Each season has a season of approximately 1 month. Or each constellation has a season of approximately 1 month. The Serpent has no season, for it moves about in the heavens, usually threatening one of the other constellations. The Warrior. The Warrior is the first Guardian constellation, and he protects his charge during their seasons. The Warrior's own season is Last Seed, when his strength is needed for the harvest. His charge are the Lady, the Steed, and the Lord. Those born under the sign of the Warrior are skilled with weapons of all kinds, but prone to short tempers. The Mage. The Mage is a Guardian constellation whose season is Rain's Hand when Magicka was first used by men. His charges are the Apprentice, the Golem, and the Ritual. Those born under the Mage have more Magicka and talent for all kinds of spellcasting, but are often arrogant and absent-minded. The Thief. The Thief is the last Guardian constellation, and her season is the darkest month of Evening Star. Her charges are the Lover, the Shadow, and the Tower. Why would you want to be anything other than born under the Thief? Those born under the sign of the thief are not typically thieves, though they take more risks. They take risks more often and only rarely come to harm. They will run out of luck eventually, however, and rarely live as long as those born under other signs. The Serpent. The serpent wanders about in the sky and has no season. Though its motions are predictable to a degree, no characteristics are common to all who are born under the sign of the serpent. Those born under this sign are the most blessed and the most cursed. The Lady. The Lady is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is Heartfire. Those born under the sign of the Lady are kind and tolerant. The Steed. The Steed is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is mid-year. Those born under the sign of the Steed are impatient and always hurrying from one place to another. The Lord. The Lord's season is first seed, and he oversees all of Tamriel during the planting. Those born under the sign of the Lord are stronger and healthier than those born under other signs. The Apprentice. The Apprentice's season is sun's height. Those born under the sign of the Apprentice have a special affinity for magic of all kinds, but are more vulnerable to magic as well. The Atronach. Atronach? Atronach? Atronach.
Yeah, Atronach.
Atrophy. The Atrophy, often called the Golem, is one of the mage's charges.
The fellow who plays the guitar.
The fellow's... The fellow plays guitar. Those born under this sign are natural sorcerers, with deep reserves of magicka, but they cannot generate magicka of their own. The Ritual. The Ritual is one of the mage's charges, and its season is Morning Star. Those born under this sign have a variety of abilities, including yawning mid-fucking sentence. Jesus Christ. Those born under this sign have a variety of abilities, depending on the aspects of the moon and the divines.
The Lover. The Lover is one of the thief's charges, and her season is sun's dawn. Those born under the sign of lovers are graceful and passionate.
The Shadow. The Shadow's season is second seed. The Shadow grants those born under her sign the ability to hide in shadows, like everyone else can, because shadows are really good at hiding things. The Tower. The Tower is
the movie The Shadow with Alec Baldwin.
No, do we need to?
I don't remember. I remember watching it with my school friends and finding it well entertaining. But it was the 90s and we didn't have a lot of options.
Crispy, crunchy pasta voice. Sorry. No, I have not seen it, unfortunately.
I mainly remember the secret catchphrases to let people know that you're a friend, which is the sun is shining, but the ice is slippery.
It's the scene from the scene from the scene from the Venture Brothers, where some guy is coming up from behind the monarch. He says, "When the sun sleeps, the wolves begin to howl." Zow.
God, I love that.
I love when Dr. Orpheus does two motions with his hands and set both monarchs' shoes on fire. Oh my god. All right. The Tower is one of the thief's charges, and its season is Frostfall. Those born under the sign of the Tower are fucked and have a knack for finding gold and can open locks of all kinds. That's it. End of book. All right, so that's the Firmament. We're gonna drop that. Book of Daedra, Aravel's. Okay, we got Aravel's journal. I'm gonna keep Thief. I'm gonna keep that. All right.
By order of the Jarl, I command you. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and
The fuck did I do?
What say you in your defense?
Did you steal a bunch of stuff?
No. I stole some books, but, like, nobody saw me do it.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods.
Give me my fucking books back. Like fuck they are. Like absolute fuck they are. We're gonna get them back. Where the fuck is the prison? Yeah. Plot, whatever. Fuck is the prison?
Please, this is no time for rash action. I just think
What's
we need
the
more
meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruffist, as House Carl, my job is to deal with all danger. Whatever you have, I'm starting to think.
I want to hear what she has to say.
Yeah, well, I want my fucking books back. Y'all got a dead guy in here. God damn it.
Your books will be in the evidence locker, which will be by the desk of the guard.
Yeah,
managing the prison.
There's a dead guy, though. I want to go see what he's got going on.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, he's in prison, so he won't have any cool loot.
might have a book on him. I never know. They might have a library here. Or gold. Plus, practice. Lockpick practice. Bye-bye! No books. Education is the key to freedom, my friends. Key to freedom.
What is it? I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Okay, so we have a problem here. Because we were going to level mage, but now I'm realizing that maybe, like, stealth killing someone is going to be pretty advantageous in order to get all the books. So we might abandon... Shit. God, I hate doing this. Because it also takes us all the way back to Huntingbrood Meadery. Can't keep losing books like this, man.
Staying safe, I hope.
Fuck you. Fucking cop.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house
Pardon me.
for sale.
Just gonna...
Freehold. You should talk to the steward. I'm
Here.
very interested.
Take a look around. Items. Well, we got a book out of this, so that's nice. Herbane's Bestiary, the Ice Wraiths. Herbane. The last seed when winter's chill descended. When winter's chill ascended upon me as I traveled further north through the frozen plains and mountains, I settled in at the inn at Dawnstar for a moment of respite and a warm meal. Another traveler there told me to be cautious, that there are creatures who settled into the powder white of the snow, with nary a clue to the carelessness, until it's too late. He went on and on with wild gestures and fantastic tales of entire merchant expeditions being killed by the beasts. His stories frightened the other inn patrons, but I will not be turned by a coward's tale. I will see these for my own eyes.
for their icy caves and snow-capped peaks of the north are exactly the type of places that call to an adventurer like me. It did not take me long to find what I sought. These these ice wraiths are lucid, serpentine creatures of magic, as if conjured from the frozen tundra and glaciers of Skyrim itself. One of these environments, at one with an environment that makes them nearly invisible. These ethereal apparitions are the deaths of many Nords, if not by their sudden, unholy strike that cast their entire body through their target. Jesus Christ, I'm getting tired, y'all. Then, by the malady of Witbane, a curse of infection that dulls the intelligence and makes the target even more the victim. As deadly as they are, ice wraiths are simple-minded in their determination, and combat is a straightforward affair, and brute force and a sharp blade are enough to fell these savage creatures. Enough to settle these fuck it. Shit's hard, y'all. Only the
Want me to take over for a bit?
No, I got it. Only the hardiest of men hope to survive just one of these beasts, but I have slain two with general ease. It's good that I've found that I...
Good old General Ease, he did most of the work.
Yeah, it's true. God damn it. It's good that I've found I can make decent coin selling the Ice Wraith's teeth, as they are a prized ingredient in alchemic potions. That will continue to afford me the opportunity to search these lands for a challenge worthy of story, for I have yet to see what would make me tremble.
Yeah, what you got in here, guys?
Tickets for themselves.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Is that the real Baron Zaya fucking Volume 4 again? God damn it. I already have that.
That'll happen. It's just like real life. Whenever you're trying to find the missing thing in a series, all you can find is the bit you already have.
God damn it.
Fuck. Alright, well that's... a butt.
What is it?
Empty. Alright. Oh, yeah, we need this motherfucker here to dip.
Tired, friend.
How do I get him to go the fuck away? Go to Whiterun, evidence chest.
Or you could just not worry about it and get other copies of those books elsewhere.
No! 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 Can't do that.
If you're heading east,
It's the principle of the thing!
Pilgrims too. Think about those old crypts. The dead having trouble. Staying that way.
I love that the guards are just sitting here letting me do this.
They don't get paid to be hyper observant.
Well, I mean, considering I just keep snapping off. God damn it. Shh, everyone be quiet. I'm pickpocketing a guard who totally just saw me do it.
Yeah, this is gonna go really well.
It's gonna go great.
Helgen, destroy.
Okay, so it's just the Whiterun jail key, so I think if I can grab one of these off the guards, I can get in that chest, grab the books, and fucking go.
Supplies. See Bellathor at his
No, I need
store.
your fucking key,
Sleazy
dickhead.
little man.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Ooh, got it. Okay, so Great War, the real Baron Zaya, the third timeline. Don't need the Songs of Return. We're done with that. Right? Done with that? No, we're not. We need volume 24 and then 56. We do need to take that with us. That and that. Be cool? Cool. I guess we're cool. Bye.
Welp.
Don't know how that worked. Now, I did get away with that. However, I'm probably not going to get away with this or that. Goodbye. Are we? Fuck, this game is janky. I mean, I'm probably going to get pinched for something. I know it, but Oh, I should eat something. Considering that I drank like 10 bottles of mead last night. That's why I did all the things that I did.
Yep.
Raw leek, a couple potatoes. Why not? Hey, are we cool? We cool?
What do you need?
Yeah, we're cool. Great. All right, so we got not only...
We were invited to spend the evening at Her Majesty's pleasure, but we couldn't go because we were in prison.
What of tomorrow? What then?
You got any books on you, bud?
I'll be right back.
Okay. You do not have any books on you. Yeah, go ahead. Actually, you know what? This is a lovely place to read a book. Let's go set up here. We'll read by this lovely stream. This nice warm fire and this beautiful view. God, this game is fucking pretty. I'm sure it'd be prettier with mods, but like I can't do any more mods. So, let's pick a book and read it, and then I think how long have I been fucking streaming? Make sure you pick books. Okay, cool. Alright, what do we got for books? We read Gods in Worship, right? So we're good with that. Alright. Yeah, we did. By Brother Hatchfield. Yeah, I did that with the Jersey accent. Drop that. Life of Uriel Septim, Song of the Return. We need to hold on to that. The Book of Daedra. Did we read this one? Azura, whose Sphere of Dusk and Dawn, the magic of them. Yep, we did this one. Boethia. Okay, so we can drop you. The Great War. The Oblivion Crisis. Actually, you know what? Let's read the Oblivion Crisis. Seems like fun. The Oblivion Crisis by Praxis Scrotum and Imperial Historian. It's a really weird name, both of them. At the turning of the Fourth Age, in the year 3E433, Emperor Uriel Septim VII was assassinated, and the Amulet of Kings was destroyed. This set in motion a chain of events that would bring down an empire and change forever the relationship between man and the gods. The assassin first attacked the Emperor in the White Gold Tower. While the blades held them back, the Emperor made his way down to the dungeons, to a secret escape route built into one of the prison cells. For reasons known only to himself, the Emperor pardoned the fortunate prisoner in that cell. Some say the prisoner reminded him of a childhood friend.
That was me! I was the prisoner.
You were! That's right! Dude, that's so cool! They read a book about you!
Yep. I'm famous.
Others say it was a moment of prophecy. Whatever the case, the prisoner came to play a fateful role in the history of the Empire and Tamriel. Surely a sign that the gods themselves were at work. The pursuing assassins killed the Blade's bodyguard in a relentless series of sneak attacks. Eventually, they struck down the Emperor himself. Before he fell, Uriel Septim VII gave the Amulet of Kings to the prisoner, who somehow made it out of the Imperial sewer and into the light of day. The assassination is now known to be the work of a group of Daedric cultists known as the Mythic Dawn. Those who still suspect the Dark Brotherhood should consider two facts. First, they would have only needed a single assassin, not a small army of them. Second, the Dark Brotherhood would never be so foolish as to effectively declare war on the Empire and thus ensure their complete destruction. Witness the eventual fate of the Mythic Dawn. Sorry, 1 second. Wow. Wow. The Amulet of Kings next surfaced at Waynon Priory, near Chorrol. Joffrey, that bastard. No, there's a CH here. When you say CH, it's cha and not ka. Actually, it should be Chorrol. Joffrey. Waynon Priory, near Chorrol. Joffrey, secret Grand Master of the Blades and head of the Priory, took possession of the amulet. The messenger was sent off to Kvatch to find a lowly... Noodle, shut the fuck up. To Kvatch to find a lowly priest named Martin. Unbeknownst to even himself, Martin was the bastard son of Uriel Septim VII, ain't that beat all, and the last heir to the Rupee throne. He alone could use the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires that wards the barrier between Tamriel and Oblivion, and save the world from the Mythic Dawn plot. The prisoners arrived at Kvatch to find it overrun by Daedra, that had poured in from newly opened Oblivion gates. I'm trying to do like an Oblivussy or Oblivion Gussy joke, and I did it, and now we're moving on. The start of the empire-spanning devastation of the Oblivion Crisis. How the prisoner closed the gates is not recorded. Once closed, Martin and the surviving Kvatch guardsmen drove back the Daedra. Now, as the hero of Kvatch, the prisoner and Martin returned to Waynon Priory only to find the Priory sacked and the amulet taken. Joffrey survived the attack, however. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
No, you should.
Joffrey survived the attack, however, and the three of them made their way to the Cloud Ruler Temple, Bastion of the Blades. The secret fortress in the mountains outside Bruma, where Martin was held safe while the hero of Kvatch searched for the lost amulet. Knowing only that a mysterious group called the Mythic Dawn was behind the assassination and theft of the amulet, the hero of Kvatch was sent to locate the cult with the help of Barus, a blade in the service of the Emperor. They somehow used commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, esoteric works by the madman Mankar Cameron, to direct them to the Mythic Dawn's secret lair. Scholars familiar with their commentaries claim the location is not directly mentioned in them. How they did this remains a mystery. Noodles, for the love of God, I am trying to read a book here. Pardon me, y'all. The dog is essentially like 99% cotton ball. Not very bright. Very sweet thing.
One brain cell.
Yeah. No official records exist of how the hero of Kvatch penetrated the Mythic Dawn's lair near Lake Arius. There is a bardic tale that claims the hero used trickery and disguise, but that is just speculation. What was discovered there is that Camrivan was behind the Mythic Dawn, and that the group worshipped the Daedric prince Mehrunes Dagon. Mankar Cameraman believed himself to be a direct descendant of the Cameraman usurpers, the infamous pretender to the throne of Valenwood. Phalenwood. Somehow, the hero escaped with the Mysterium Xarxes itself, the holy book of the mythic Dawn cult. Mankar Cameron fled to oblivion with the Amulet of Kings, with some effort and great risk to his sanity. Martin deciphered the Mysterium Xarxes and intended to use it to open a gateway to Mankar Cameron in order to recover the Amulet of Kings. Before Martin could perform the ritual to open the gateway, Mehrunes Dagon opened an Oblivion gate outside of Bruma. The hero Kvatch saved the city and Martin by entering the gate and closing it before a Daedric siege engine could destroy Bruma and Cloud Ruler Temple. Many songs and stories have been told of this battle, and I will not retell them here. The hero of Kvatch was now also known as the Savior of Bruma. With the city and Cloud Ruler Temple safe, Martin opened the portal to Mankar Cameron's paradise. The details of what transpired in this place have not been recorded. All that is known is that the Savior of Bruma traveled to this paradise, killed Mankar Kid Rock, and returned with the Amulet of Kings. With Amulet in hand, Martin Septim presented himself to the Elder Council to be crowned Emperor of all Tamriel. Once crowned, he planned to relight the dragon fires and seal Tamriel from oblivion. In a last-ditch attempt to stop him, Mehrunes Dagon launched an assault on the Imperial City, opening several Oblivion gates within the capital itself. Uncrowned, Martin joined the battle in the streets. Mehrunes Dagon himself left Oblivion and entered Tamriel, breaking the Covenant. Only the unlit dragon fires allowed this to be possible. Now that the barrier was ripped asunder, it was too late to relight the fires. Martin Septim chose to make the ultimate sacrifice. He shattered the Amulet of Kings to become the avatar of the god Akatosh and do battle with Mehrunes Dagon. Records of this battle vary wildly. What we do know is that Mehrunes Dagon was defeated and sent back to Oblivion. The avatar of Akatosh was turned to stone and can be seen to this day in the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the amulet gone, the dragon fires quenched, and the last Dragon Blood Emperor dead, the barrier to Oblivion was sealed forever. Amen. That's, I think my brain is like, I can't read anymore, or I will lose my goddamn mind.
Yep.
So, with that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to quick save here. We're going to go in here. Don't mind me.
You haven't gone into your rage. You need to press like Z or something.
It's not working. Oh wait.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go.
Grinding that light armor. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream for now. I will be back tomorrow with Yeehaw Scooter for Red Dead Redemption 2 Fashion Show, which I'm very excited for.
Yes.
But yes, thank you all so much for joining me on this
Ping
wonderful...
me when you're doing that.
Will do. Absolutely.
So that I don't miss it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for... oh, sorry. The time, obviously. And I also need to rate out. The time will be 7 p.m. Central. We'll start the game at around 7:30 Central. And then more Skybrarian probably on Monday. Oh no, it's Maid Monday. We need to finish the Maid pasta outfit, so that's what we'll be doing. But yeah. Okay, raid out time. Let's see here. Who is streaming? Which TQ? Fine, playing Hades 2. Corgi Cam is playing A 24/7 uncapped subathon. Don't know what you're playing. Oh, they're sleeping. Okay. Let's raid Vine. Vin? I'm not sure. All right. Yeah, let's go do that. All right. Start raid. Yeah, the message is going to be consider the possibilities. Start raid. All right. Go on. Get in. Get in. Get in there. Get. All right. We got 3 viewers ready to raid. Here we go. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. Sweet. Basta.
1 second. I got it.
Nope. Doing?
I'm talking with the lady in the stream. I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
Or the person in the stream. I'm supposed to do this. What's up? Sorry.
No, good. I was just sitting there and kind of like, wait, what happens now? Wait, am I dead?